If you're looking for a WordPress image optimization plugin, I'm going to show you one that I've been using for quite some time that works really well. If you have a lot of these big images on your website, I mean, even small images, it can really slow down the load speed of your site. And with WordPress websites, WordPress is going to natively store variations of sizes of these images. So you want a plugin that can optimize not just the main images, but the smaller images that get used, for instance, when somebody's viewing the site on a mobile device. So the one I've been using for many years now that I find is really effective is called ShortPixel Image Optimizer by ShortPixel. You can see it has over 300,000 active installs, really good rating here. So you can just search ShortPixel Image Optimizer, install it, activate it, and then once you do that, you'll find the settings here under Settings on the left-hand side and ShortPixel. When you click that, it'll bring you to this page where you can adjust some different settings. So first thing is you'll want to put an API key in. So you'll have to sign up for an account with ShortPixel, and then if you visit their pricing page, you can see their different options. It does come with 100 credits per month right out of it's basically a free trial. But for $10 you can get 10,000 images, which should be enough for most websites. So once you have your account set up, you can just put your API key in here, click Save and Validate, and then you can choose the different options. I like using Glossy. It gives a high compression rate, but it doesn't compromise the look of the images, at least not too much to where it's really noticeable and the images look like crap. And then you also want to make sure you apply the compression to the image thumbnails. And then you can adjust. So let's say we want the largest size image to be 1500 by 1500 pixels max. So it'll actually, if you have an image that's 2500 pixels wide, it'll crop it down to 1500. And you don't really need images that are over 1500 pixels. In fact, you could probably go lower than that, like 1200 pixels, 1280, somewhere in that range. And then you can just click Save and go to bulk processing. And then in bulk processing, that's where you're going to be able to start optimizing. It's already been run on this website, but this will it'll kind of give you an overview of what's happening. So it'll tell you the progress and everything. And you can redo the optimization, and then from there you can come back to the settings here and you can look at the statistics. So you can see we reduced the image size by about 54%. So it processed almost 3,600 images as well as variations in size of those images. So quite a bit of savings. You can see 3 terabytes of bandwidth saved. So that's from people trying to load the images over and over and over again. The other thing that I would mention is it gives you an option to save the backup of the original images. Not a bad idea if you're unsure whether it's going to compromise the quality of the images to just check this box. But just know that if you do that, it's going to save a copy of all those images on your server, which then makes your server bulky and can slow things down, and can even max out the space on that server. So once you're comfortable, you can even uncheck this and rerun it, or just go into the server and delete them from there. There are some advanced settings if you're wanting to really dive deep into this, but we won't go into that for the sake of this video. But in general, what this is going to do is strip out a bunch of the extra code that's in each of your images, which is ultimately going to save space for the images, make them much smaller, so it's going to be able to load faster when people pull up your website, and ultimately that speeds up the experience, the page load speed as we call it, which is really important. Google did a study and found that with mobile users, if it takes longer than 3 seconds for a page to load, then they just go and hit the back button and go visit another website. So you really want your page to load as quickly as possible so that people don't just leave and go to some other website. So I hope you found that helpful. If there's anything you have questions about, feel free to drop your questions down in the comments below. I'll be sure to get to them there. And until next time, take care.